Sonic Mania Plus is a return to the roots of what made Sonic the Hedgehog great, a 2D platformer that's all about running fast and collecting rings. With 4 different game modes that have you experiencing past Sonic levels with a twist, Mania Plus offers not only a trip down memory lane, but a solid Sonic experience we have all been waiting for years. Sonic Mania Plus is out now for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch for $29.99. It is important to note that Sonic Mania was released last year, and Sonic Mania Plus that was just released is not just a re-release of the title, but it adds an entire new game mode. This review will cover Sonic Mania Plus as a standalone title and not just cover the addition. So if you're interested in running around at the speed of sound, let's jump right in. After loading up Mania Plus for the first time, you have a choice between 2 different game modes, Mania and Encore. After completing the first few acts, Time Attack and Competition modes are unlocked as well. Mania mode is the more traditional Sonic game style. You pick a character and play through the campaign. You start out with 3 lives, and at 100 rings, you get a life up. If you run through a lamppost with more than 40 rings, a portal to a secret level spins above that lamp, and the secret levels are just like the Sonic 3 secret levels. You run around a small globe turning blue orbs red, and if you make perfect squares, you are then rewarded with rings, which, if you pick up enough rings, they do reward the continues. If you do get a perfect on the level, you are then rewarded with a medal, and these medals, once you collect enough of them, they reward you with special new content later in the game. Sonic Mania Plus allows you to play as 3 of the main characters, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, but adds 2 lesser-known heroes, Ray the Flying Squirrel and Mighty the Armadillo. Although Mighty and Ray are not new heroes, it's great to see them both back in a Sonic game. Both Mighty and Ray were featured in Sonic the Hedgehog Arcade, but Mighty also appeared in Knuckles Chaotix for the 32X. All 5 Mobius heroes have unique ability, and starting out with Sonic, of course, he can use the bubbles that have the special abilities, like the Flame Dash or the Electric Jump. He's the only hero that can access these special and unique abilities. Tails, of course, can fly, and his unique ability really allows you to explore the maps to find those special item boxes that are located in just weird areas. Knuckles, of course, can glide in a straight line, punch through walls, and he can even climb walls if you glide into them. Mighty can ground slam, that can help you break into new areas and find new items, take out special enemies, but he's also immune to a ton of different projectiles and spikes, so you can get hit once. It's almost like he has a bubble around him constantly as long as he's rolling. Ray has a glide feature, which is kind of an in-between Sonic and Knuckles. He can control his glide up and down, but he does not offer any damage while gliding either, so you have to be a little careful. Encore mode is a new take on the Sonic series, and is a highlight of Mania Plus. Instead of having a set number of lives like previous titles, you play as all 5 characters and can freely switch between your 2 active heroes. At most, you can only have 5 characters at a time, or 5 lives, with 2 of them active and 3 on standby. There are also new item boxes that can switch your active characters with your currently benched ones. If one of your characters dies, instead of losing a life, you lose access to that hero, and will have to find a new character item box to either get him back, or you can use the special levels. Now, in the Encore mode, if you run through a lamppost with 40 or more rings, you are also taken to a unique special level that is really homage to Sonic Spinball, although it's not near as hard or as in-depth. In these special levels, you can earn continues, bubbles, and even grab your missing heroes and earn them back. These special levels are the main ways to get new heroes. Because once you hit 100 rings, you no longer get a new life. Getting rings is simply just to access these special levels where you can grab other items. Other than a few minor level differences, you play in the same acts for both modes. Since Encore has 2 unique item boxes, areas in Mania may either be missing or may just not have those boxes in the same locations. Chaos Emeralds are found by jumping through giant rings, which teleport you to a new style of Chaos Challenge. The giant rings are found in the style of Sonic 3 in hidden locations throughout the map and not by completing an act with 50 or more rings like in Sonic 1. In the Chaos Challenges, you must chase down a UFO which has the Chaos Emerald. It's almost a combination of Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 Chaos levels, where you must pick up blue orbs to increase your speed, rings to increase your time limit, and there is a small little track that you must run around, and if you ever get off the track, you slow down and you can't even fall off, and that will actually lose the challenge for you. These challenges are always a blast to play, and this new style is very exciting but frustrating at the same time. Time Attack is simply the fastest time wins mode, where you can either set your own record or compare yourself to others trying to break the land speed time. Competition mode is a head-to-head race, where you and up to 3 others can split screen and try to beat each other in a foot race. Currently, competition mode is just races from Mania acts, and is not in the style of Sonic 3 where you had unique races with traps and power-ups. There are 24 acts in total with the exception of the minute-long intro into Encore mode, and takes around 4 hours to complete on your first playthrough. There is much more content logged behind achievements, as well as getting all those Chaos Emeralds is really the only way to complete the game. Sonic Mania Plus hits the nail on the head in delivery of a Sonic game. Most levels will feel very familiar with Green Hill Zone from Sonic 1, Chemical Plant from Sonic 2, Hydro City from Sonic 3, and even the Flying Battery from Sonic & Knuckles all making appearances, but they are completely unique. Although they feel very familiar, you will not remember that map just the exact way that it is in Sonic Mania Plus. The music and sound is also very familiar in the remodeled zones. While the zone has been updated and the music has been updated, the main theme is still very much there. All the rest of the sounds, picking up rings, jumping on the springs, and going into those special zones, collecting that Chaos Emerald, all sound the exact same and really bring you back to those early 90s of just constantly playing Sonic. Some of the bosses also feel familiar, but different enough to not feel the same, with the exception of the original Sonic the Hedgehog final boss making a return, but you actually get rings this time. Competition mode is fun in the style of Sonic 2. It's a simple race through one of the acts, and more of a who is the fastest timer type game. It would be great to see a return of the competitive race from Sonic 3, where you were on a unique map and you would run laps, get set traps, get new items, and you really felt you were in competition. In the current competition mode, you can in no way affect the other player. Sonic Mania Plus has everything a Sonic fan could ask for, other than a few bugs like getting stuck in a wall or instantly dying during a RP event. That happen few and far between. There are no major issues with Sonic Mania Plus. And the biggest concern you will have is you cannot change directions while holding your super spin, and Sonic doesn't have his jump dash. All in all, Sonic Mania Plus delivers an amazing game that feels familiar but at the same time new, and is a complete joy to play through, earning it a 9 out of 10. Sonic Mania Plus is absolutely amazing and does not really have any downfalls. If you are a Sonic fan or love platformers, this is a must-buy. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the ATP review of Sonic the Hedgehog. Did I convince you to pick it up, or are you still on the fence? Maybe you've already got it. Let's talk about all of that down in the comments. I'm definitely going to do a 1 week later video over Sonic the Hedgehog, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested in more of my thoughts, but so far I have nothing but positive notes about Sonic. This game is an absolute joy to play, and again, if you are a Sonic fan, you should definitely pick up Sonic Mania Plus. Well, thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy, show me some love, leave me a comment, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.